This is Asheville, North Carolina's major tourist attraction. It is the Biltmore Estate. It functions as an historic house museum, and it is the main residence built for George Washington Vanderbilt between 1889 and 1895. So the Vanderbilt family, of course, a very wealthy family known for their railroads, steamboats, fortunes through that and whatnot. And it's a 250-room mansion, privately owned home. Now, this is still owned by George Vanderbilt's descendants, but it was built between, again, 1889 and 1895 by the architect Richard Morris Hunt, as far as the house, and it was landscaped by the world-renowned architect and landscaper Frederick Law Olmsted. So this is a very historical monument here in Asheville, North Carolina, the Biltmore Estate. What's going on, good people? This P9, and I'm here in Asheville, North Carolina, and I'm gonna start my journey here in Asheville, North Carolina, on Market Street. This is my second vlog in the state of North Carolina, and once again I'm in Asheville, North Carolina, which is a city and county seat of Buncombe County, located at the confluence of French Broad and Swannoa rivers. It is the most populated city in western North Carolina, and overall the state's 11th most populated city, with a population of just under 95,000. So it increased, the population increased 11,000 since the 2010 census. So the 2020 census is 95,000. But yep, this is Asheville, North Carolina. Downtown is where I'm at. It's a little breezy this afternoon here in Asheville, over here in the Great Smoky Mountains. And Asheville was originally inhabited by the Cherokee Nation. So there were a lot of Cherokee Indians, especially in the western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee portions of the land. But Asheville itself was established or incorporated in 1797, so not long after Knoxville, Tennessee. So you have this little stainless steel sculpture right here. Not quite sure exactly what it means, but it looks really nice nevertheless. The corner of Market and Walnut Street, they have this authentic churrasco steakhouse right here. So still over here on Market Street, getting ready to go walk down Pack Square. It's a nice park back that way. I'm gonna come back to it, but I'm gonna come check out this area over here. Biltmore corporate offices. And this is at Pack Square Park at Oats Plaza. You see right here, it's a nice little waterfall sculpture. Has rocks right here in the middle. I've heard a lot of really flattering things about Asheville, North Carolina. Never been to the town prior to today, but I heard a lot of great things about it. So I've decided, since I was in Knoxville, why not drive the hour 45 minutes to come over to Asheville. You know your town is popping when you have one of these Gray Line tour trolleys right over here. It's one of those sightseeing trolleys where you have a tour guide. Check out these sculptures of these turkeys and these hogs right here. Now this building right over here is called the Asheville Art Museum, and right out the gate you see a nice sculpture in front of it. I'm gonna go check it out. But this sculpture is called Reflections on Unity. It was sculpted in 2016, chiseled, sanded, and bonded plated glass. And the artist is Henry Richardson, who was born in Syracuse, New York. This is a really dope sculpture. So you have bonded plated glass right over here, and it sits on top of this rock right here. Really nice sculpture. And this right here is Thomas Wolfe Memorial Angel. This is nice as well. And I believe this building used to occupy a library, but it now houses an art museum. It has Pack Memorial Library on there. But again, this is the Thomas Wolfe Memorial Angel, and it has a quote from Thomas Wolfe, where it says, "Whereon the pillars of this earth are founded, towards which the conscience of the world is trending. A wind is rising and rivers flow." Okay? Thomas Wolfe, you can't go home again. That's dope. That's nice. A nice sculpture right there. So the early years in Asheville's historic Central Square, Buncombe County was carved out of magnificent mountain landscape etched by indigenous trails and scattered settlements. The bill creating the county was ratified on January 14, 1792. And in 1793, the county's first official courthouse, jail, and stocks were built at the west end of what is now Pack Square, which is where we are now. The small log structure marked the county seat named Asheville and was the first of 6 courthouses located on the square. Until the end of the Civil War, slave auctions were typically held on the courthouse steps. So isolated by distance and difficult terrain, Asheville's population was sparse until the arrival of the Buncombe Turnpike in 1827. So because of the terrain here in Asheville being kind of like in the mountains and everything like that, it was hard to access this part of North Carolina. So they, of course, you know, with turnpikes, they had to build like a type of road to get here. They make this city more accessible. So that spurred the growth ultimately of Asheville. Okay. But once again, this is Pack Square. Pretty nice little sites over in this area. I wonder if this looks like a hotel or a residential building. Looks nice.
I did.
Down this street right here is you're going to see a bunch of restaurants and souvenir shops and emporiums, all type of stuff. It's a Japanese restaurant over here, an Indian restaurant right here, another Indian joint right over here. It's a souvenir shop right over here. Mass General Store right here since 1883. So this store has been kicking it here for over 140 years. So the street I'm on, by the way, is called Biltmore Avenue. So it's a nice little stretch of road that has a lot of hangout spots. You see there's an art gallery right here. Oh, check this out. Oh, wow. It's a coffee bus. It's pretty much modeled after the buses out in the UK, I believe. Chapel Square. Okay, that's unique for sure. It's called Double D's Coffee and Desserts. So apparently it's a landmark right here in Asheville. They also have a tap room and pizzeria across the street called Barley's. So a lot of nice restaurants and nice little hangout spots over here on Biltmore Ave. They even having a loft hotel right here in the mix of things. So that's cool. And I want to say that this is the road that leads to the Biltmore Estate, which is a staple landmark right here in Asheville. So if you ever heard of the Biltmore Estate, it's located right here in the city of Asheville. It's a landmark. Look at that. I gotta go check. Wait a minute. I gotta go check this out. See if I can get across the street. This is called La Zoom. Wow. Wonder what this is. They have this bus right here in front, out here. It looks like it has some sound equipment on it. So I guess this will be like a party bus or something with wooden seats on it. Wow, okay. Oh, this is okay. This is a tour bus where they go on like little ghost tours and stuff like that. Okay, little haunted tours or whatever. And they have okay, that's what the sound system's for, I guess, to play. I would presume to play like little spooky noises as the driver is taking the guest on tours or something. It's supposed to be like some type of haunted tour sort of setup. They even have a little, like a grocery store, farmer's grocery store, or co-op, basically right here. So you can get your fresh produce over there. Groceries and everything like that. It's a community-owned grocery store. So you can shop and you can join and you know, basically the community owns it. Okay, cool. French Broad Food Co-op, open to the public. Gray Rock Inn. Okay, this is like one of those historical inns. This is called the Bunkum Stone, a sister to the Blarney Stone in Ireland. Okay. So this over this area looks like it's more kind of like hotels and condos, hotels and bed and breakfast, stuff like that on this part of this section of Biltmore Ave. Zelda Dearest Hotel. Okay, so it's one of them old school like bed and breakfast type spots right over here. But Asheville, I'm really impressed. It's really nice. Like I can, from the distance over here, I can actually see the mountains. And once again, Asheville is in western North Carolina, so a lot of cities and towns on this part of this, in this section of North Carolina around the Great Smoky Mountains, have kind of like a similar look to it. You know, they're nestled in the mountains. You have good mountain views of the Smokies, basically. I'm over here by Oakhurst Park in Asheville. Gonna get some footage over in this area before I head back downtown to get some more footage there. But there's some nice homes over by Oakhurst Park. Just a little bit outside of downtown, but you still get a pretty good view of some of the buildings downtown, as you can see from over here. You know, being that Asheville is in the mountains, a lot of these streets sit up on hills and inclines and things of that nature. Right over here, where they're doing what looks like some renovations or construction work. But this is a stadium for the minor league baseball team called the Asheville Tourists, and the name of the ballpark is called McCormick Field. So being that Asheville is located again in the mountains and it's located on these hills, this stadium sits pretty high up and it gets pretty good views of the city. So this is what the ballpark looks like. I'm not gonna go too far over there because there's construction going on. I mean, this whole like area over here pretty much is a construction zone. So I'm not gonna go to that section where they have it blocked off. But here's the ballpark right here. Wow, they're doing a lot of work over here, it looks like. But the stadium looks pretty good. Like, the stadium looks pretty good. They're just doing the groundskeeping and the maintenance on the field, so that's understandable. But here is the ballpark right over here in a nutshell. There's the scoreboard over here. There's all the sponsors, local sponsors for the Asheville Tourists. So all in all, it looks like a pretty nice little ballpark. holds up to 4,000. So it's a pretty small field. I mean, it's what you would expect for a minor league team. But this stadium was actually opened in 1924. And it was renovated twice in 1959 and 1992. And it looks like it's undergoing another renovation as of 2024. So the stadium was built in 1924 and named after Asheville resident Lewis McCormick. So this is an old stadium, of course, over 100 years old. And Asheville also, by the way, had a Negro League South team, Negro Southern League team called the Asheville Blues during the 1940s. So this stadium hosted the Asheville Blues of the Negro Southern League as well. So, but it's undergoing renovations as of now. So there you have it. Now I'm getting ready to head on back downtown, get some more footage. Back downtown Asheville, and this apparently is a very popular concert venue right here in Asheville. It's called the Orange Peel. So here, you know, it's basically like a theater slash concert venue, and as you can see, and check this out. Just recently they had Chevelle perform here on July 30th, Sublime with Rome August the 30th, and it goes your boy Juvenile August 31st from New Orleans with Love Tour. So they had all these big time acts perform, and they were performing downtown at the Rabbit to Rabbit Summer Outdoor Concert. So you can basically get, I guess you could basically, I mean, this passed now, but for that event, I guess people would grab they would come to the Orange Peel box office and get their tickets. Yeah, so they have a little bit of flavor right here in Asheville. I mean, hey, the mountain towns need love too now when it comes to the music. Sunshine Sammy's. They got a Lexington Glassworks glass blowing studio over here, and art gallery That's neat. Got some apartment buildings right here. I'm on Lexington Avenue, by the way, making my way back downtown. Couple churches over here. I think one of them is a Presbyterian church. Corner of Lexington and Patton Ave. I'm gonna check this out and I'm gonna make my way going back the other way on Patton Ave. But check this out. This is a sculpture inspired by the mountain town's vibrant street musicians and lively drum circles. Artist Chuck Bursima and Ash Knight sought to bring the unique rhythms of Asheville to life with their larger-than-life stainless steel sculpture. So Chuck Bursima, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and Ash Knight from Asheville, North Carolina. Well, one's from Asheville, the other one's from Charlotte. They put together this stainless steel sculpture called Ode to Buskers and Asheville Music. So the large stainless steel Jimmy drum, sculpted by Chuck Bursima, has West African roots and is traditionally played as part of an ensemble, invoking feelings of community and togetherness. Performing on the drum surface are Ash Knight's 5 musical buskers playing the spoons, washboard, jug, fiddle, and a string wash tub, while a dog right over there observes the musical scene below. So that's pretty dope. I like that. And you can even see musical notes, and it's all made out of stainless steel. So pretty dope, pretty dope. Shout out to Chuck Bursima and Ash Knight. That really caught my attention. And here comes a marker commemorating George Masa, who was a Japanese photographer, born Masaru Azuka, advocate of Great Smoky Mountains National Park and Appalachian Trail. His studio was nearby. So this is a photographer who had a strong fondness for the Smoky Mountain area. District 42. So this is really, I'm back at Pack Square, so I'm gonna turn around and go back the other way down Patton. Feeling a nice breeze in the air right now. It's not cold, it's warm, but it's cool at the same time. It's breezy, you know. It's really a nice day. You can tell that it's fall is on the horizon, and summertime is pretty much a thing of the past, at least for this year. Now see, this building right here is called the Crest building, the Crest company. Now this Crest Emporium building, I've seen a few of them in different cities. So it's like a chain of historical department stores, I think. But right here, it looks like they have a string of stores in here. Last raindrops. Okay. May she rest in power. Got your boy Bootsy Collins. Yeah, baby. In Muddy Waters. May he rest in peace. So you got 4 legends right out here at this Asheville Music Hall. It's really dope. It's really cool. Wonderland. Okay. This is like a place where you can get like decorations and souvenirs, all type of different stuff. The Lobster Trap. Okay. And they have a Museum of Science right here, Asheville Museum of Science. To all my science enthusiasts out there. Timers Bar in the S&W building, which houses Highland Brewing Company. As you can see over here. We have this park right here. Not quite sure what the name of the park is. I think it's just simply City Park. Has a very generic name for it, City Park, but this is what it is. It's nice. Got these rocks right over here. These brick steps right over here. Stainless steel sculpture right here as well. Let's see if I can get a name of it. Doesn't look like it, but it's nice. It's cool. Nice geometrical shapes. And this right here, this building right here is the Restoration Hotel. Nice little hotel on Haywood Street. The Asheville Regional Transit, or the ART bus, as you just see right here. So that's the city bus.